Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this baby right here. This is the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. Going to do swatches and this eye look here. So if you want to see all of that, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about is the packaging. So I love, so this is the box. It looks exactly how the front of the palette does, but this is the box that it comes in, and I love the way that it feels. I know it's kind of weird, but I mean, it's literally just a box, why does it matter? But it just feels nice. That's cool. And the palette feels basically the same way, and so this is what the outside of the palette looks like, and it's basically just like the box. And this one also, it feels heavy, and I don't know why, but in a packaging, I just like that. I can't explain why. Because it really shouldn't matter, but I like it. Anyways, this is the outside of the palette, and wait until you see the inside. This is gorgeous. This palette, I don't even know why I didn't buy it the first time, because this is seriously gorgeous. Look at this. Look at that. That's seriously, I love all of these shimmers in here. Look so insanely gorgeous. And a little leaf on there. That's cute. Alright, so we're gonna get into the swatches. I seriously can't wait to do this. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this. Obviously I'm gonna do it in order, so it's gonna start with this shade here, so Gravity OG, and then just go down the line. So it'll start with this one, and then it'll end up with this guy right here. Look at that. Okay, so this is Gravity OG. Look at that. Look how buttery that's oh my god. That's seriously gorgeous. Alright, so the next shade is Granddaddy. These are so freaking beautiful. I'm honestly so excited I actually bought this palette. When it first came out, honestly, I don't know, I feel like it is, and just in general with Melt products, I just feel like they are kind of on the pricey side. And this shade right here is Black Widow. But yeah, so this palette was released, and I don't know if it was a couple months before this. The matte shade's kind of a little patchy, but I'm not super worried about that. I feel like mattes just swatch that way anyways, so. And I do have their Gemini palette, and that one's just perfect. So anyways, I am getting sidetracked. So this guy here is one of the two matte shades in the palette, and it's Sour Diesel. And then the next one is Space Queen. I keep wanting to talk about it, and I'm getting distracted. Okay, that one swatched really nice. That looks beautiful as well. I just love this tone. I love them. And I'm so excited for the rest of this palette. So the next shade is Mean Green. And look at that, look at that on my finger though. I can't even comprehend it. That is so pretty. And then the second to last shade is Sweet Tooth. How we're just going fully down my arm basically. So that's Sweet Tooth right there. And this shade, this last one, might be the one that I'm super excited about. And this one is Blue Dream. I just can't. These are so freaking beautiful. Look at that. I'm honestly regretting I didn't get this palette earlier. At least by the swatches. I mean, we'll see how everything goes on and how everything looks, how easy everything is to work with. But I am really, like, honestly regretting not already having this palette like months ago, which I think, so we'll just talk about that really fast. So I think this came out, God, I don't even remember when it first came out, but basically they launched it, sold out, had to wait a while, and then they re-released it. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing on their website, if it is limited edition and they're just like bringing it back for a short period of time, or what they're doing, or, you know, but basically they brought it back on 4/20, and I literally got the email that morning, like as soon as it was 12 o'clock in the morning, and I bought it because I knew I needed it. So yeah, I didn't buy it the first round, and I kept seeing swatches and I was like, I need it. And the reason why I didn't buy it originally is, okay, I'll be honest. I'll be really honest. I think the weed theme is just like super like overplayed. It's just like meh, like I don't hate it, I'm just like like kind of indifferent. Like it's not like, oh my god, that's so cool, that's so like amazing. It's just, it is what it is. But like looking at these shades, they're brilliant. I kept seeing the swatches, and every time I saw someone like post a look or whatever, I was just like every single time just regretting that I didn't get it. And then it sold out. And again, like one of the reasons why I didn't buy it originally is because I do feel like Melt is a little more pricey. And of course, like, yeah, I mean, of course I've spent like $50 on eyeshadow palettes a bunch of times, you know, but I feel like, okay, so this is 9 shadows. And it's basically 50 bucks. Like I think it's like 48 bucks. Like I just feel like that's expensive. I don't know. I just guess at the time I like wasn't willing to spend the money, and then the more and more I started to see about it, the more I was like, maybe it's worth it. And I mean, judging by the swatches, they turned out like beautifully, so I'm excited to work with them today, and hopefully I love this palette just as much as I love the Gemini palette, because I love that palette. Like I love it so much. And I might actually I might grab the palette, and I might be using some of the matte shades from that one, but I'll let you know if I do, just because that way you know what's the Smoke Sessions palette and what one is the Gemini palette. I might not actually need to use it, but we'll see how I'm feeling. So I'm gonna go get the Gemini palette just in case I do want to use any of the matte shades from that, and then I'm gonna prime my eyes, and then we'll start with the look. So we are primed, and I just keep saying this all the time, primed and ready to go. We're ready, okay? We're ready. Except I'm not ready because I don't exactly know what I'm doing, so we'll see. I'm mainly just gonna use the shimmers. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use the NYX glitter primer, so it's this here, but I'm using this guy. I feel like it'll just be helpful with shimmers. I used it in my last video for the shimmers as well, and I feel like I don't want to not use it, so I just feel like it helps so much with the shimmers. Honestly, think they also have that NYX has a shimmer, I want to say they have like a specific to like shimmer eyeshadow primer, or whatever you want to call it. So I think they have a shimmer one, but I just like the glitter one. I mean, I use glitter a lot, so this is always helpful for that, but I've been finding that it's working really well with the shimmers. And I haven't used the other primer, which I want to say it's like a shimmer. I think it's literally called like shimmer primer or something like that. I'd have to look it up. But I haven't used that one, but this one is just so good with glitter, and it works really well with the shimmers. So I'm gonna say it's good enough for me. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow brush. It's one of the ones that I got from Amazon. So just show you what it looks like, and then we'll go into the eye look. So I think This may or may not be a good idea, but I think I'm gonna go in with that, the Mean Green shade. So that one here. And obviously I know this is like a weed themed palette, but I don't know why. I'm just like, I just hear like Mean Green and for some reason I think of the Grinch. So, you know, that's just where I am mentally. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna start with that shade first and then see where that takes us. I honestly, so I'm gonna kind of try to do like sort of a halo eye, but not fully. I don't know. We're just gonna see where this goes. So that shade is really pretty. I'm wondering if that Black Widow shade is a little bit darker than this one. And I kind of want to get another brush. It's gonna be a little more precise too. As far as brushes and stuff goes, I honestly just pick one, and then if that's not the one, we'll move on. I already think that I probably put a little bit too much on, or like I brought this out a little too far. I'm really curious to see how this would apply without that glitter primer though. But with this, like, I feel like this is already applying really, really nicely. I'm not sure. I might have to start this over, but we'll see. I'm gonna go in with a different shade. I'm gonna actually just use my fingers for this one, and it's gonna be that last shade, that really like icy bluish seafoamy color, and it is Blue Dream. So I'm just gonna pat that in the middle. Holy crap though, like this shade is so pretty. Obviously this isn't blended out or anything yet, but these are so gorgeous. But really just trying to go for like a soft, like kind of halo sort of deal going on, but without having to use concealer or anything. Just making it really subtle. Not sure if you can see that or not. I do have some fallout in here. I think it's just worth it to let you guys know that that's like that it's happening. It really doesn't bother me. I mean, I always do my face makeup after my eyeshadow, so it literally like, I mean, unless the palette had like a ton of fallout that was like just insane, maybe it would bother me, but for the most part fallout really doesn't bother me. But it's a good thing to note because there are some people that have zero patience and don't want that, so you know, but it doesn't bother me. But I'm just letting you guys know that it is happening a little bit, and yeah. And then I really need to work on blending this outer corner. That is so, like, these shades are so pretty. Oh, that almost looks like, it almost looks like it's kind of a, not like a duochrome, but like out here and in here they're the same color, and they look like two different colors. Like this looks really bright and this looks super, super dark. And I basically applied the same amount. So that's really interesting because this literally looks like a totally different color. Like, what? So I actually am gonna go into the Gemini palette. I'm gonna use this Luna shade right here. Just kind of use this to kind of blend out what I have. And I'm using this Morphe brush. Let me show you. So this brush right here. I'm just gonna go like right above the edge of what I have. Really trying to kind of blend what I have out a little bit, make this look a little more smooth. I kinda want to add either Mochi or Lorelei. So add a little bit of Mochi and just basically in that same area. And I'll show you what Mochi looks like in one second. I realized I forgot to do that. I don't know, maybe Lorelei wouldn't be a bad option either. So this is Mochi. And again, this is from the Gemini palette. So this is a palette they released last year for one of the owner's birthdays, I think. Actually, I am gonna dip into Lorelei just a tiny bit and see how that goes. Okay, I like that. I think that looks so freaking gorgeous. I don't know why I keep saying freaking, like I literally never say that word. But apparently I'm back in 7th grade today. Honestly, don't even think I said that in 7th grade, to be honest. I think I was just using the F-bomb. Okay, so I think we are going to try and deepen this up a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to use Space Queen or Sour Diesel. I'm just kind of put a little bit of a matte shade in there to deepen it up. So the one on my middle finger is Sour Diesel and the other one is Space Queen, just so you can see those shades again. And I think I'm gonna go with, good question, I thought I knew but now I don't think I know. I think we're gonna go in with Space Queen. We're gonna start on the outer corner first and see if I really need it or not. I'm just gonna go in with a tapered blending brush. This one's from Luxie. Just gonna dip a little bit of that in Space Queen, and I think I went a little too ham, so I'm gonna try to take it back. Just want more of like a contrast in here. I feel like it looks so different on camera than what it looks like being able to see it in person, but this is beautiful. Like I'm in love. I'm in love. And I definitely need to start using Gemini again because I haven't used this palette in a while and I love it. Alright, I feel like I got a good amount of contrast now. And then I'm just going back with the same brush that I had that Lorelei color from the Gemini palette and just kind of buffing. I think I actually need a little tiny bit more of that Lorelei shade right in here. I am literally in love with this color combo. I don't think I ever want to do my eye makeup any different than what I'm doing right now. Alright, I like this. I'm so happy I got this palette. Alright, so I think I'm going to do what I did on this eye here. This is a gross makeup wipe. I'm going to do what I did on this eye to the other one, and then I'm going to come back. Probably do, I don't know, we'll see what else I'll do. Okay, so I'm back with this eye done, and you know, I've realized recently my eyes are 2 different sizes and shapes, and I might need to start doing my eye makeup on this one first if I'm only going to do one eye, and then the other eye, because this eye always looks better. Always looks better. I don't know if it's bigger or what, or if it's just because I already know what I'm doing after I do this eye and then this eye looks better. What it is, I don't know. I'm going to take a little bit of that Luna shade from the Gemini palette. It's going under my brow bone. I don't have like a white like highlight shade or anything in either of these 2 palettes, so I'm just working with that, and I think that's perfect. So let's see, I kind kind of wanted to use that Gravity OG color for like an inner corner kind of funness. So let's see. So it's the first one in the palette. It's that first shade of that one right there. And before, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to go in with this. This guy. This brush right here. Another tapered blending brush. And just pop it right in there. Whatever this is. Inner corner. There we go. I don't know how much of it I want to use. I think I'm going to use a smaller brush. And this is an Essence something something brush. That way I can just have a little bit more control of where this shade is going. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more in my eyelid as well. I swear sometimes words just like, they just don't work for me. This shade looks like gold. Maybe it wasn't the best shade to use right in here, especially since I kind of tried to deepen up that inner corner, but I think it looks pretty. Okay, yeah, I like it. Well then, we're gonna use a brush that I don't want to use, but we're gonna use it. And I think we're gonna go into the Gemini palette and just take that Lorelei color on the, I can't even think of the word, lower lash line. There we go. I need more coffee apparently. By the way, I am filming this video today on my day off. It's a Thursday and Avengers Endgame comes out today. So I'm really excited. And this time next week when I post this next Wednesday, I will be in Disneyland. So very fun stuff. Just thought you guys should know. Alright, back to business. We are going to go in with the Lorelei shade and gonna try to do this the best I can without bending over too much. I know I do that a lot. Not bad. Not bad at all. Also, totally feel like I say that too much, but this isn't my ideal brush to use for this part, but gotta work with what you got, right? I'm gonna deepen it a little bit with that Sour Diesel shade back in the Smoke Sessions palette. Actually, I think I'm gonna take a black eyeliner too. This one's just a Wet n Wild one. That's the one that I use to tightline, so I'm gonna do that now. Then also use it on my lower lash line. I'm not really sure if I needed that or not, but I think I need to go back in with that Sour Diesel shade. Not entirely sure, should have done that, but I think I'll be okay. I am going to finish my face and do my hair and possibly do eyeliner. I'm not really sure if I need eyeliner with this or not. Haven't decided. I'm gonna finish my face, so that's gonna be eyelashes and foundation and all of that fun stuff. Probably do my hair, and then I will check back in with you guys once I'm done with that. Alright, so I'm back and the look is done. I was gonna do eyelashes. Ooh, my hair is just doing whatever it wants to. I was gonna do eyelashes, but my eyes have been super sensitive lately because of allergies, so I'm not gonna do that. So I just put a little tiny bit of mascara on, and this is it. But seriously, like, this palette this palette is gorgeous, and I don't know why I didn't get it before. I really don't know why I didn't get it before, because I am in love with this and I'm so excited. I'm gonna zoom you guys out now, but I love this eyeshadow. I love this look. I love this palette. I don't even know, like, there's not a better way of saying that. I just love this. I love it. I'm so excited I finally got it. I'm excited I actually decided to get it because this is seriously gorgeous. Like, and it works really well with the Gemini palette too. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll show you what it looks like, but a little messy. But this is the Gemini palette. So obviously this one is a lot larger, a lot more shades in here, a lot more. Actually, this one has a ton of mattes and only 2 shimmers, but I feel like obviously you can use this one without the Gemini palette, but I feel like they just go so good together that if you do have the Gemini palette, you might as well just use them together because I just love it. Anyways, so that is basically how I feel about this palette so far. I mean, this is the first time I've ever used it, first time I've ever swatched it, first time I've literally ever used it. I got it yesterday. I love it. And I'm so excited that I actually decided to get it because I love it. And like I said, it would go really well with the Gemini palette. And I'm sure it'd probably go pretty well with the other palette they have. I think it's 27 is what the other palette was called. I don't have that one, but it goes like perfectly with the Gemini palette. I guess that's the only thing to say about this palette is I did have to go into another palette to kind of give, or for more transition shades for lighter matte shades. So that's kind of like my only like thing I guess I don't like about the palette is like literally just these 2 matte shades. I mean, technically you don't even really have to use matte shades at all. The metallics are just super pretty, but you know, I definitely feel like the matte, okay, so like using the matte shades in the Gemini palette, Lorelei, and whatever other one that I used, I feel like it really brought the look together. I feel like I wouldn't like it as much without it. I mean, if you kind of look past the more yellow shade, can't think of the word, kind of look past like the blending of the yellow shade, I think that the palette or the look would still look really nice, but it definitely adds more to it. So I guess that would be the only thing I have to say like negative about the palette. There wasn't any lighter like matte shades, but I mean, as a whole, like I'm really excited that I bought it because I think it's gorgeous. Like I'm just gonna hold it up one more time because it just beautiful. I probably shouldn't have done that. That was kind of stupid. Anyways, so yeah, that's my final thought on this palette is that it's gorgeous. You need it. I should have gotten it months ago, and yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was useful. If you like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time.